Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name's Colton, and I like to talk about Bibles, books, and theology-related things. And today, I've been thinking a lot about the concept of EDC Bibles, or Everyday Carry, which is kind of a buzzword nowadays. But thinking about it in terms of portability and just a Bible that's truly enjoyable to read and use, that you can carry with you everywhere, and it just works. It's just good.
I fix my eyes on Christ. I fix my eyes.
I have sort of compiled some of my favorite Bibles that I would consider great everyday carry options, and I'm going to list them here for you. And I know there's probably going to be some missing from this list that you're thinking of, okay? But listen, I haven't handled or used many of them that would probably work really well in this list. So this is coming from my experience. This is my opinion on some great everyday carry portable Bible options that are extremely enjoyable to use. I'm going to give some some categories on how I selected these, with one exception. One Bible in here is an exception to these categories, okay? The first category, and I'll list it, it's the one that there will be an exception to, is translation options, okay? So as I was thinking through some good options here, I was thinking, maybe people are going to want to have more than one translation option in choice of Bible that fits. So I think that's a good thing to have editions that have multiple options, translation-wise. One Bible is going to be an exception to that rule, and I'll get to that in a sec. It's the first Bible I'm going to show you. The second one is that it needs to be readable, okay? Now, this is one where I know that's going to vary very much on person to person. And what I mean by readable, I mean font size, font style, how it looks. But it needs to be legible and an enjoyment to the eyes. And there's going to be one pick in here that may be controversial because of that. Some of you might think, it's not very readable. We'll get to that when we get to it. So multiple translations would be nice. Readable. I personally am putting this category in here, a reference suite, okay? I like to have references with me where if I'm taking a Bible with me and it's sort of an EDC, wherever I go, to have a reference suite built into the Bible is really nice, to be able to have cross-references and footnotes. I like those things, okay? That's just me. And then lastly, durability, okay? It needs to be able to withstand some use, because that's the point of this thing, right? Is you're using it every day. It's gonna take some abuse and use, if you will, and there's gonna be some different options that fit within that durability. So I'm gonna show you a couple of them that aren't premium category, but I think will hold up really well. And then some of them that I'm going to show you today do have leather covers, and they are, maybe more towards the premium line. But durability is important. You're going to be using it very often. You want it to stay together. You don't want it to fall apart, right? So let's get into it. My first pick for the list of great everyday carry portable type Bibles is, and this is the one that it's not available in multiple translations because it's produced by Crossway, so it's ESV only. But I still couldn't help but show it to you. I think it's great. And that is the ESV Personal Reference Edition from Crossway. I've reviewed this on the channel before. It's a great size. It's very small, very portable. This one is in True Tone, so it's very affordable. And I'll show you the inside. Has a single column format with references in the gutter right there, And I can't remember what the font size is on this guy, but it's average. It's great. It's readable to me. I have no problems reading it. It's not a huge font, but for a portable Bible, I think it's great. Okay, that's the first one that I wanted to show you. And this, if you could put this in a category outside of just being EDC, it would be, this fits in the category of very affordable, everyday carry quality Bible. Next, I want to talk about one that may be a little controversial to some on the readable side, and that is the Cambridge Pitt Minion. This one is legendary for its use among the Bible community. People either love or hate this Bible. It can be polarizing, okay? And if they hate it, it's usually just because they say the font is just too small. I get that. And for some people, the readable side of this might be not great. But for me, as I look at it, I get it's a very small font, but man, just look at the clarity of how the font is presented. To me, this Bible, though it does have small font, is very readable. And it is a red letter, but even the red letter is very well done. So the Pitt Minion comes in multiple translations, so you can get it in a lot of different options there. This is the goat skin, but even their goat skin is still like a paste down liner. It's not an edge line Bible. It's still very high quality paper. I think they even make like a faux leather edition of these. But yeah, the Pitt Minion, great choice if you are looking for something like that and you don't mind a little smaller font and you can read it. I think this is a great option. The next one I actually don't have anymore. This is a premium Bible option. I just recently reviewed it here on the channel and then gave it away. And that is the Skyler personal size quintel. I'll put a picture of it somewhere up here for you to be able to see it. But I've reviewed it. You can check out that review. The Skyler personal size quintel is a wonderful layout. And the one I looked at was the newer PSQ. It's definitely more on the premium side, but I think it's a great option for just an everyday, use it all the time sort of Bible. The layout's wonderful. The font is wonderful. No complaints. High quality leather materials. It can endure quite a bit. I would think. I haven't tested the endurance of one per se because I didn't have it for very long, but thankful to have been able to give that away. So, Skyler personal size quintel. Probably the most premium of all the picks here. Probably I would put that in the category of the most premium EDC Bible that I would recommend for portability, durability, multiple translations, and a reference suite built in. Next, this one might come as a shock because it's not, this is probably the biggest Bible as far as weight, but I still think it's small enough to put it in the EDC category, and that's going to be the Sovereign Collection personal size from Thomas Nelson. This one happens to be the revised standard version that I just reviewed on the channel not that long ago, RSV. But they make it in the New King James Version, the RSV, and the King James Version, I believe. You have all three of those options. So you do have multiple translation options. This is just even though it is bigger than most of the other Bibles on this list, it's still for me like a nice hand-sized Bible. It's very portable, very durable. It has a beautiful layout with drop caps, which the PSQ does as well, the personal size quintel. But if you want something that has that sort of beauty in it to carry around with you every day, this is a great option that's much more affordable. You can get these in leather soft, or I think this one is their genuine leather, technically. But these are wonderful options. You get a great reference suite in here. In my opinion, the textual footnotes for the New King James are some of the absolute best in the business. So they're located at the bottom here. But yeah, just a wonderful layout. Wonderful size. You get the raised hubs. Great option for an everyday carry. The last, certainly not least, Bible I'm going to share with you as an everyday carry, personal size option. In my opinion, this is the cream of the crop. This is the best of all that I have used to date so far for an everyday carry, personal size, smaller size Bible that is very readable, great font size. It has a full reference suite. It has multiple translation options, like a lot. If you want to do the ESV, the King James, the New American Standard, there's so many options, okay? New King James. It has that category fitting, and it also is very durable. I know that very well with this Bible. And that is the Cambridge Clarion. The Clarion from Cambridge is just second to none, in my opinion, when it comes to an everyday carry, durable Bible. Look how great that layout is. Single column with references on the side. It has a beautiful, this edition particularly has a beautiful art gilding, because this is the goat skin. You can get this in calf split or calf skin for a little bit cheaper options. This is premium for sure. It's not as premium as the quintel, the PSQ. But man, this Bible, it's just a joy to use for me personally. It's a pleasure to use. I have used it for lots of things. I've preached from it. I've used it for just personal reading time. I've used it to go on hospital visits. And it's just been a wonderful companion for me. Okay. So smaller size Bible king, in my opinion, the Clarion from Cambridge. It just doesn't get much better than this. Now, I say Cambridge or Cambridge. I don't know what the right way to say it is. I'm not British, but all the British people say Cambridge. Okay, so maybe that's the appropriate way. I can't recommend this Bible enough, guys. This is, I'm almost to the point to where I would say everyone's on the search for the one when it comes to Bibles. And this is one I think I would almost be willing to say, man, if I could just have one Bible, I think this would be it, guys. I'm just being real with you. That's a big statement. I know it's a bold statement. Jaws dropped on the floor. I can't believe he just said that, but I just really, really enjoy using this particular Bible in this particular layout. I think it's absolutely stunning. The font is incredibly readable. All my references are there. It's got 2 ribbons. Didn't talk about ribbons. Ribbons, I didn't make the list. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Man, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I've given you some options. As usual, there will be links down in the description for these Bibles to go and check them out for yourselves if you're interested. Please don't forget to like this video if you liked it, if you enjoyed the content, and subscribe if you want to find more content like this. I'm going to have a book review coming very soon, probably next week, that I'm excited about. Like I said in the intro, I talk about Bibles, books, and theology-related things. That's a pretty broad spectrum. I talk a lot about Bibles, but got some other stuff coming up down the pipe. So thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.